So there's structure, yeah. The essence of organization is structure, yeah. And right now, the structures we see are hierarchical, and that organization. So like most people can't think of an alternative, and they just say, oh, if it's not that, it's anarchy, and they associate anarchy with some form of negative chaos where it's just a mess or something. Yeah. But like nature clearly displays a high level of order, yeah, which is deterministic chaos from a systems theory perspective, and it's self-organization, and we have a whole science of this now. There are whole, you can go to a university and study this, yeah? So it's entering the mainstream scientific consciousness, and through the science of systems, we can see that there are alternatives to hierarchy. We can have self-organization, and I think that is associated with a new form of leadership, which is self-leadership, and that is associated with another phenomenon that is called syntony. Syntony is the alignment with the patterns of creation experienced as inner motivation, intuition, and basically feelings. So in order to tune in to this new form of leadership, which is self-leadership, we have to tune in each individually and collectively to our intuition, our feelings, and our inner sort of motivation, so we can be driven from within instead of from without, yeah? So instead of someone telling us what to do, we each tune in to something that's already inside us and follow that. And the education system and the media is constantly taking our attention outwards and into the left hemisphere of the brain, disconnecting us from our body quite a lot. We're in our heads, yeah? So like when we tune more into the body, we have some feelings and some intuitions about what we want to do with our lives, and we look at the world and we just have empathy for other human beings and just feel in our hearts we want to maybe contribute something of value. But the challenge is that the system itself, the dominant socioeconomic system and the dominant consciousness is not compatible with that. So it's constantly pulling us away from our feelings, away from our heart, and it's like a gravity, and we have to I think what we need now is we need to connect, like we're connecting now, we're vibrating on a different frequency and we're questioning things and we're thinking about how else we can structure society and community and our minds and everything. Everything is going to change when we all connect and start to figure this out. But for that we need time, we need space, we need energy, we need resources, right? And so far this new consciousness hasn't really landed yet. It's there and it's happening, and change is happening within many of us, within millions of people. There's a whole new culture emerging that's been called cultural creatives. Have you heard of cultural creatives? So I think there was 150 million they estimated in Europe or something, but I can't remember the statistics right now. But if you Google cultural creatives or on Wikipedia, that in itself is quite interesting, and that's just one new emerging global culture, but there's others as well, and some are more esoteric, some are more spiritual, some are more environmentally focused, some are more, and there's also a YouTube video worth watching, a short one called Blessed Unrest, and this guy is talking about I can't remember his name right now. He's talking about this global movement which is social justice, environmental, and it's hundreds of thousands of organizations, and it doesn't have a name. And really what it is, it's the planet healing itself, yeah? It's the light force, the love energy expressed in humans and organizations, but it's not yet connected. It needs to be more connected, it needs to see itself, and we need to be more organized and be more aware. And I think
so how can someone get in touch with you, for example? You seem to want this.
Yeah.
How can people get in touch with you?
So, well, I have a website, and that's chrislarcombe.com, which is my name. Yeah, it's Chris, and then Larcombe is Larcombe, and the other website I have is larky.org.